This is Rachel Ruth Tate, the Astrology Roadshow and the Astrology of December 7th. Our last day of many major aspects. We've got a lot going on, so I'm going to do it chronologically today. And that starts just after midnight. So today we're in December 7th. This is like, just after 12 p.m., 12:15 p.m., 12:15 a.m. Central Time. And Venus, the planet of love, joy, pleasure, she enters Aquarius. So as we arose today, we had Venus in Aquarius. And Venus in Aquarius is very different than Venus in Capricorn, even though they're ruled by the same planet. Venus in Aquarius loves new technology. She is an early adopter. She's fair. She's humanitarian. She is wise. She is committed. She is going to help us solve problems and put together puzzles and cohere our thoughts into something that makes sense. So then the moon entered Pisces just afterwards, around 3:50 a.m. Central Time. And right after that, so we're still all sleeping, moon enters Pisces, dreamy. If you had some weird, symbolic, interesting dreams, maybe if they're helping to wrap things up or put things in context, that's very Piscean. Also Saturn, the ruler of Venus, and basically Saturn is in Pisces, so those themes are all kind of meshing and melding together. And Venus is conjoining Pluto, right? Pluto's at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So just after around 8 a.m. is when Venus perfects that conjunction, though she's applying to the conjunction as soon as she crosses that sign boundary. And Venus-Pluto to me is kind of like, especially in Aquarius, cancel culture, the sort of mob mentality. And it can be also like kitsch or avant-garde. Like one of my transits, or one of the ways I describe this Venus and Aquarius transit in my Astrology Table for Two podcast, now just called Astrology Table, is highbrow everything. So Venus-Pluto is kind of like, maybe like we eat the rich kind of a thing. It's just this recalcitrant, revolutionary, rebellious energy, and maybe some fear or some strange power dynamics or some strange relationships with the crowd. So maybe people are annoying you, or maybe you're scaring people. Intimidation. Ooh, Venus in Aquarius with Pluto in Aquarius, that conjunction is like intimidation. And then we have another perfected aspect, that is the Sun opposing Jupiter at 3 p.m. Central Time. So Sun in Sag opposes that Jupiter in Gemini, and we had that opposition between Jupiter and Mercury. Mercury made its cazimi. So this is more light shed on the same space. Maybe you're creating something. Maybe you are planning something, envisioning something. I love vision boarding for this general time. But definitely get those creative muscles moving, or, ideaphoria, games. Like this is a great time, Sun opposite Jupiter, to do things where tension is positive. So like if you're playing a game, right, there's always a winner and a loser, but it's all in fun. And so that tension between the beginning of the game and the outcome of the game is still, it's all good, right? It's all joy. And then we have the other perfected aspect today, that is Neptune retrograde in Pisces is stationing direct around 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Neptune stations, Neptune is an outer planet, we can't see it. This station might not be visible in your life, but Neptune is stationing direct, very close to sextile Uranus. So maybe some sudden strangeness, nostalgia, blast from the past, mystical movements. If you're somebody who's kind of intuitive, maybe there is some of that energy. Just as an example, Pisces, where Neptune is stationing direct, is my 8th house of shared energy and experiences, sextiling Uranus up there, right over my sun in my 10th house of career and public roles. I'm offering 2 sound baths within the next couple of days, and that's never happened. I've never offered 2 sound baths so close together and at 2 different places. So Neptune station has me getting out there and I'm giving a sound bath in one space at a place where I've never given it before, and at the other space there are this whole crowd of people who don't really go there, but they're going there for the sound bath for me. So it's kind of strange, different, interesting, novel. You get it. That's just an example from my life. So notice those synchronicities, like I said, those little something more than nothing. Make meaning from everything around you, because there are patterns to recognize here. Now, outside of these perfected aspects, right, Venus entering Aquarius, Venus conjoining Pluto, Sun opposite Jupiter, Neptune station direct, like boom, 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 boom. We have a couple of lunar transits. The moon in Aquarius is squaring Mercury retrograde from where it is in Pisces. So there might be a little bit of mind blow energy, maybe like you have to integrate something into your thought process that is a little weird or uncomfortable, or maybe contrary to previously held beliefs. And then the moon conjoins Saturn overnight this night. So the moon conjoining Saturn could be like sleeping like a little log, or it could be having to wake up in the middle of the night for some bullshit reason, like adulting, right? Maybe your kids yelling, or maybe the smoke detector has a low battery and you've got to change that shit in the middle of the night. You get it. It could be a little annoying, but whatever it is, go with the flow. Trust in the process. Listen. Today, I would say the biggest thing that I would do is this active listening internally, right? If you think a thought, feel a feeling, someone's name comes to your mind, you're thinking about a place, what happens if you call that person? What happens if you go there? What happens if you do the activity you were just kind of envisioning thinking of? The universe is going to respond to us like, it's going to be very tactile. It's going to be very, it's going to spring back, and we're going to get those answers. Happy Saturday.